Alright, brothers and sisters, in today's video I'm going to share with you the best meme coin trades and altcoins and Bitcoin trades that I'm seeing today in the market, since we have extreme fear happening now. Bitcoin is looking like it wants to bounce. This is perfect time. Now, before we get to the video, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This show is not financial advice. This show is for entertainment, some education, and hopefully finding God. Bitcoin is looking good in my opinion, which is the first thing we want to look at. Bitcoin is pretty much bouncing here and pretty possibly marking a bottom, as we've seen here previously. I just got marked here. We've seen this bottom, here. This is also a double bottom. What happens here is very important to us, what will happen in September in general. Now, what I'm seeing here is Bitcoin is very strong. Now, we cannot deny this is a very strong bounce, even if it does not look like it. Now, what I'm seeing is a strong reaction of this double bottom on the 4 hour. What could happen is that we could take out these high here on Bitcoin and then come back down for a stronger double bottom here, which could send Bitcoin again testing or looking for new all-time highs. This could be your September drop again for another double bottom before higher on Bitcoin. That's what I'm looking at it here. Now, if we look at Ethereum, which as well is dropping because of Bitcoin is dropping. Now, Ethereum has been holding something we call a point of control here range, and it's been holding it for so long, and that makes me bullish here. Gives me some confidence about Ethereum. So if we look at this point of control, which is the yellow line, this is where usually most of your volume is happening, and you can see these 4 hour candles, they do bounce strongly from that level, which is around 4,280 or 4,300 straight. Ethereum keeps bouncing from here and keeps finding support around this region, and what we want to see from Ethereum as well is a strong breakout from this level here. Now, I do believe this is a strong support as well for Ethereum, and we could see a strong bounce depending on what Bitcoin is going to do here. Now, so far Bitcoin is looking pretty good here, so I do believe as long as Bitcoin holds, Ethereum has a decent chance at breaking from this descending triangle, looking for a new high, which is around 5,000, pretty much hitting 1,000, hitting at 5,000 finally. Now, with altcoins, something is happening, which is, now we can look at this differently. Now, we're going to start with Pepe, since it is on most exchanges. Most viewers will know what it is and have access to it. And what we see with Pepe is breaking this uptrend. What this tells me is that we might be getting another chance at seeing Pepe go back to that $2.7 billion market cap, and that, in my opinion, would be a strong region for a bounce or a strong support for Pepe, as this box here could provide a very strong support on Pepe, and to me that would be a very strong spot position play on Pepe, targeting new all-time highs for the final phase of this cycle, which is the alt season, which hasn't happened yet. Now, if we look at coin market cap, we have this indicator, alt season indicator, which is cool in my opinion. Now we have something that is much easier to look at. Now we are right in the middle. We're not in alt season, we're not in Bitcoin, and the reason we are right in the middle is because Ethereum has pumped recently. So Ethereum started the alt season, and now we're in this phase of rotation where money goes from Bitcoin to Ethereum. And in fact, we've seen large whales from Bitcoin selling billions of dollars from Bitcoin, selling Bitcoin to buy Ethereum. Now, that's why we're seeing this shift, and worry not, because that means money is going to flow to meme coins and altcoins at some point, but it's not happening yet. So it's still on Ethereum, which, now, funny enough, Brett on it has been very good at telling us what the market could do, because it's front run the market. It pumps before the meme coins and dumps before the meme coins. So Brett on it already revisited this low, and Pepe has not yet. So that low is, in my opinion, not financial advice, is one of the lows I'm looking at on Pepe here. Now we got Turbo, which is one of the meme coins as well on multiple exchanges. A lot of people have access to it. A lot of people pretty much are wondering what's going on with it. Now, what I do believe is that we're seeing Turbo as well possibly going back to this $200 million level, and if it goes back down to that 90 million, this would be a very good entry here for Turbo, since we had this double top here. The 93 or 100 million for Turbo would be a very good entry, since it's already on big exchanges, has a very strong presence and mind share. A lot of people look for it. as well on YouTube, on Twitter. And funny enough, if we look at most meme coins like MOG as well on Ethereum, they all seem to want to go down to revisit their previous lows. Now, what we see on MOG as well, this one is on Coinbase, I believe, and on big exchanges, pretty much found on most of the exchanges that normies would use. And this would be at around 237 million. I do believe this was a fake out range around 100 million. I don't know if MOG will ever go back down, but you can see it's doing the same thing like Pepe, and which is breaking this uptrend, and now it's going for a double bottom type of play. Now remember, double bottoms are very good, strong indicator of a bottom. So once that happens, usually that means strong support, and a bounce pretty much could be targeting a new all-time high, or at least tapping the previous high. Same thing like Turbo, same thing like Pepe, same thing. Most of them have the same chart, which means they're gonna play out the same way. Now for lower caps like Breton is already there. Lower caps do front run the market, and for Breton 8 as well, we can target much higher, as this is a lower cap meme. Now for Dorky, which is as well a lower cap meme coin that I like, this one is a beast of its own. This one is much different, and this one already as well revisited this previous reaccumulation, which is around 3.6. It tapped it a few times. This already done the double bottom as well, and it's holding strong around this 4 million, looking for another push up as well, a new all-time high. These are lower cap memes, so usually they run much harder, much faster, and all that. Now one altcoin specifically that a lot of people watch on YouTube for is Kaspa. Now Kaspa has taken a lot of mind share on YouTube. A lot of people talk about it, and unfortunately it's been a downer for a long time. It's been on these top ranges for a long time. It spent a long time around these levels. It had this what we call a textbook Wyckoff accumulation. Now if we look at this on Google, Wyckoff accumulation, this usually plays for bottoms, so it shows double bottoms, and also it plays out for distribution or for the highs. It marks the highs. This is so similar to what Kaspa did. Now if we put this here, we can see how similar this is. So it did play exactly like the chart. It broke down. You distribute, you have this first high, second high, and then you make a lower high, and then you break below base, below support like we had here. So what's generally happens from here, since we now identified that Kaspa has played this Wyckoff distribution to mark a top, it possibly could play a Wyckoff accumulation, which is this one here. So this Wyckoff, this accumulation, this one is more for seeing the bottoms. Now what you see is you have this first top, second top, third top. Now we have here the first top, second top, third top, and what this tells us is this is likely to do this, come back here, and then send higher. This is what this Wyckoff accumulation tells us, which is this spring. So the spring is the best entry, in my opinion, not financial advice, for Kaspa. So the spring would be, now let's look at it again. The spring is taking the previous low, the lowest low, tapping it, and then recovering back into the range and then sending higher. Now if we look at the spring here, is this previous low or this low here, and likely we see that retested or taken, and then we send higher for new all-time highs for the old season. So that would be somewhere close to this price for the people that are into Kaspa or interested into it, which is around 0.054. I would be looking at this price as well if we do get it. If we really follow the Wyckoff, it would look pretty much like slowly going here, then dropping, then going up into the resistance, breaking down, then sending higher. So this is what this is telling us here, going slowly there into the resistance, finding some resistance, and then sending higher. When it comes to meme coins, as I said, Pepe, the larger meme coins, the larger cap meme coins, especially MOG, these all have the same pattern when it comes to, like, they broke their supports, heading for that double bottom higher low structure, and for a reaccumulation for the next leg up that we're expecting to happen after September or mid-September, going into this rate cut 17th of September. This is when the date we are expecting rate cuts. Pretty much every larger meme coin have the same play here. Besides a few, for example, I've been looking at a Giga Chad meme coin on Solana. Now this is a problem with Solana as well. I don't like Solana so much. I like Ethereum meme coins more. If we look at the Giga Chad, it's already done this double bottom. It already broke down from this trend and retested it and done a double bottom. It's just that it's on Solana as well, so it got much lower. So this ran to 800 million. Does not look as strong as the meme coins on Ethereum. Unfortunately, Solana meme coins are not that strong. Once they lose trend, it's pretty much hard to see them rally again. For example, Fart coin on Solana is much stronger than Giga Chad, and you could see that Fart coin done the same Wyckoff distribution pattern. So if we look at this Wyckoff distribution pattern, if we look at, for example, Fart coin, you'll see that it done pretty much the same thing. And what this tells us is we broke below base or the support. We had already the highs play out, broke below base. So this should do again like we've seen with Kaspa. It's just that Kaspa is more advanced into this already and much closer to the bottom than Fart coin. But you could see that this could play out the same way, where we have a new accumulation here and then we send back higher. So that's something I would be looking forward to see happen on Fart coin. If that happens, now keep in mind, those are all probabilities. They could happen, they could not happen. This could just start to bounce from here or just crash and never come back. So just to note, but pretty much this is since this played out, this Wyckoff distribution at the top, it could play out the Wyckoff accumulation at the bottom. But nonetheless, it's still stronger than Giga Chad when it comes to Solana meme coins. A lot of people are interested into Solana meme coins more. One meme coin as well, or larger meme coin on the base chain, which is Toshi. Toshi has not yet broken below its uptrend like Pepe did or like memecoin did. It is still holding here. Will it hold? It is hard to say, but since its other meme coins are already breaking down, I do believe we could see this as well break down, giving another juicy entry on for this meme coin. Now this one is the top meme coin in my opinion on the base chain. A lot of people like the based bread meme coin, but I do believe if I am going for a larger cap meme on the base chain, I would rather go with Toshi. Now as well, I get into this at $2 and $8 million, but if I want to reaccumulate anywhere close and any large cap meme coin in the base chain, I would be going with Toshi. And Toshi would pretty much give a nice entry if that happens, which is around this level here, 139 million or below. Anything around these levels here would be very good to prepare for the next leg up and the next meme coin season and next altcoin season. Now I know if you are holding Toshi, which I do, I'm not selling here, I'm not panicking, I'm not expecting this could not even happen. For example, this could just bounce from here, so there are probabilities in this game, so nothing is sure. But if this happens, I am getting into it. If it does not happen, I'm already in. So this does not mean I am gonna sell here my Toshi and try to buy back here. I'm not gonna do that. In fact, if I was holding Kaspa, I'm also not gonna sell and wait for this to happen. And if we look at Ethereum, which I have a big bag of and I've been accumulating from last year, so that's to me is much more important. But I'm not, if I'm thinking Ethereum is gonna drop a bit more here or does something like this and then pump, I'm not gonna sell now and buy back here, because it's a probability that it could go up or down. So I'm covered on both ways, and that's how I'm seeing this. This is more just to explain, because a lot of people have questions sometimes, or if they already hold, they feel bad that I'm saying the coin will go down or will go up. So it's just probabilities, but the overall picture, as I said, is still bullish. We haven't seen an alt season yet. We haven't seen a real true bull market. We have rate cuts coming. We have all the good juicy stuff that pushes meme coins and altcoins coming yet. If this drops here at 140, this would be very good, in fact, because this would make it a clear clear shot to a new all-time high, which is a 10 times here of these prices. So that's another coin. And a lot of people like Solana meme coins. We might look at another Solana meme coin, which is BONK. Now, BONK is as well a coin I got into very early, and a strong meme coin nonetheless. They launched their own launchpad like Pump.fun, so they are kind of competing with Pump.fun. So what we're seeing here as well, BONK has a different chart. But we do have an uptrend that's pretty much happening since April. Like most meme coins have been doing since March, April, that was the actual low. So what I believe happening now is a second higher low, higher than what we've seen in April. So BONK has been as well going up since April. That's a coin that I would say might not break its uptrend here, or this local uptrend, because it's pretty close to its base, which is around $800 million in its market cap. Now it could pretty much go here or just hold where it is at, as every other coin. So what could happen from here is 1.5 billion or 800 million for BONK, and then we see it going again higher for a new all-time high, taking its previous all-time high at around 4.4 billion. Now all these trades are not the most interesting because these are all higher caps. This is not really your highest returns meme coins, or none of that. Not like the lower cap meme coins. Those, they go much harder, much crazier. It's a different story. Another meme coin on Solana, which is PopCat, and this has been a strong runner in the past. It's hit around 2 billion, which is 10x away now from its all-time high. Now it's hard to say if this will hit its all-time high. It's gone much further than the others and has much more holders, bag holders than the others. Since it's a large market cap coin, a lot of people got into it at the highs here, and it also has the same chart like Pepe, like every other meme coin, which is they all broke this uptrend, retest, breaking down, pretty much coming back towards these levels here, which is around 200 million straight for PopCat around here. So that's where you'll see these meme coins pretty much bounce. Most of them have these kind of levels. Keep in mind that Brett already retested this level. Dorky's already done the double bottom play. So some meme coins already done it. Some meme coins are on their way to do it. And one of my favorite low cap memes on the base chain, which is Fungi. Fungi is followed by Murad. Also Murad is investor in it, which is the guy behind SPX token. If we look at SPX as well, I'm gonna have to look at SPX as well, but it's the guy behind, it's the guy that likes or invested in SPX early and promoted it, is as well investor in Fungi, which is a very low cap meme on the base chain, $1.6 million. I do believe this is back to its accumulation range. It's holding strong. I added more as well here. So I do believe this is pretty much back to its base, which is the accumulation phase of Fungi. And this is also a lower cap meme, which means it can shoot much higher, much faster than the larger cap memes. As well, I added more Brett, more Dorky, more Fungi. Those are my low cap memes that I like. These are pretty good meme coins, low cap memes, in my opinion, not financial advice. Now, one last meme coin which has been very strong as well, which is SPX. Now, SPX is a different story because it's the only or one of the few with Pengu that had a strong rally and took the previous high from April low, or March, April, one of the few coins that actually took its January high, which was the Trump apocalypse meme coin dropping on the market and got us to drop. So this coin here, it was one of the few that bounced hard from its low and made a new all-time high, and now it's at these levels. Where can this go, and what to expect here from this uptrend? Can it hold? Can it not hold? Hard to say here, but what we see is we have this level that we bounced from previously, which is right below 1 billion, which is $900 million market cap, which was the previous all-time high, or the first rally that ever we've seen with the first rally that we ever seen from SPX. It retested it few times. It's been a support few times. I don't know how long it's gonna hold, but this been a support here, could be another support here again, 900. But keep in mind that means if this breaks the trend and retest this, we could see this go even lower. And maybe could this happen with Pepe actually breaking out and pumping, taking liquidity back from SPX. But regardless, SPX main support level that I would be interested into is around here. It's around this level here. It's around 426 million. Now, if we get 426 million, that would be a good entry for SPX. 426 million. Otherwise, I'm not getting in because it's already high. It's already a high market cap, and from here it's already at 1 billion, going to its all-time high. It's just a 2x, which can be done in different ways given the risk here, and 400 million is much more appealing if we are going again for a new all-time high on SPX. Now for the lower cap meme coins, they're already at the bottom. I added bags of all of my lower cap meme coins because they're already low, because since they front run the market. But for the higher cap meme coins, let's say Pepe for example, if Ethereum just breaks out from here and makes a new all-time high, then the Pepe downtrend will slow down and we might see this recover. Same thing for SPX and same thing for Toshi. This means also Toshi holds this uptrend and bounce back from here, and then we could see something more like uptrend here, then back here with Ethereum, and then breakout. So this is something we have to keep an eye on, and that's why you need to subscribe, leave a like, and thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.